and welcome to Daily Stretch 2. Start with the left leg forward and the right heel in towards the groin. Take the breath in and breathe out and reach down for the toes of the left leg. Try and stretch through the back, stretching through the back of the leg. Hold and breathe rhythmically. Try and push the chest down towards the thighs, trying to relax in the back. Start to gently release the stretch and change the legs over. Right leg nice and long, left heel into the groin. Breathe out and reach down for the toes. Once again, try and stretch through the back and the back of the leg. Try and breathe out as you push the chest down towards the thigh. Nice stretch through the back of the leg and all the way up through the lower back. Bring yourself onto your back. Keep the left foot flat, left knee bent, and bring the right ankle across onto the left knee. Take hold of the right knee and push it away from the body. Stretching through the side of the hip and into the glutes. Then reach through, grab hold of the shin of the left leg and bring the chin into the chest and the head towards the knee. Squeeze the body tight into a ball, increasing the stretch. Release the legs and change the sides. Right foot flat, left ankle onto the right knee. Once again, take hold of the left knee and push it away from the body, opening the hip up and stretching through the side of the hip and the glutes. And then reach through, grab hold of the right shin and bring that body into the ball shape, increasing the stretch in that figure of four. Increasing the stretch on the glutes and around the hip. Really tuck the chin into the chest and squeeze as hard as you can. Release the leg, come round onto all fours. Knees underneath the hips, hands under the shoulders. Take the breath in, breathe out and tuck the pelvis deep underneath the body and bring the chin into the chest. Pull the core in and arch the spine up towards the ceiling. Tuck the toes for more of an effect. And then when you're ready, breathe out and drop the bum towards the heels, stretching deeper into the back. Push the hands hard into the floor to arch the shoulders more. Really stretch through those shoulders. Gently release it. Walk the hands as far forward as will go. Take the breath in, breathe out and drop the chest down towards the floor. Try and focus on pushing the chest towards the floor, hands extending out nice and long. Nice stretch through the back and into the shoulders. Try and keep the hips above the knees. Try and keep the toes tucked and push the chest down continuously through the stretch. Try and breathe nice and rhythmically. Come up onto all fours. Take the knees to the edge of the mat and bring the feet to follow. Take the breath in, breathe out, drop the hips back between the heels and then the chest down. Try and push the chest and the hips down at the same pace. Putting the same amount of pressure through the chest and the hips, stretching deep into the hips and then the inside of the thigh. Come up onto all fours, knees and feet together, breath in, breathe out and drive the hips up to the ceiling. Keep the knees soft and focus on pressing the chest through the arms. Then pull back muscles down the side to bring the shoulders away from the ears. Focus on pressing the chest through, looking back towards the toes and breathe rhythmically. Come forward through plank, driving the right knee between the hands. And then cross the right leg across the body and bring the chest down towards the floor, increasing the stretch in the hips and the glutes as we come into pigeon. Try and press the chest down and then try and pull the weight into the back of the hips. Don't have the weight in the shoulders, pull the weight backwards more. Try and keep the breathing rhythmic and try and relax into the stretch. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and come up onto all fours. Tuck the toes again, knees and feet together. Breathe out and push the hips high. Straighten the legs a little more this time, not a great deal, but focus again on pressing the chest through to stretch those shoulders. Squeeze down the side of the back again, pull the shoulder blades away from the ears. Look back towards the toes and press the body towards the thighs. Come forward through high plank, driving the left knee between the hands. Then cross the left leg across the body. Take the right leg long, and then breathe out and bring the chest down. Once again, stretching through the side of the hip and into the glutes. Push the pressure of the chest and the pelvis down equally, and try and bring the weight back into the pelvis. Sit deep into pigeon. Bring the left leg back and then bring the body down onto your stomach. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Breathe in and bring the chest away from the floor. Push the crown of the head up. Don't look up, just push the crown of the head up. Squeeze the bum and this will help the front part of the body stretch. Relax down, take the right arm out to the side and bring the left hand under the shoulder. Lift the right heel up and then rotate the body over to the side, bringing the right foot as far over to the left as you can. Keep the knee bent and really focus on rotating through the spine. Bring the right foot down, left arm out to the side, right hand under the shoulder, and then bring the left foot up and rotate over to the right hand side, kicking that left foot as far over as you can. Bring the leg back into the start position and then push the body back gently into child's pose. Pushing the hips onto the heels, drop the head down, press the chest down. Try and walk the hands as far forward as you can and have a gentle squeeze through the body. Come up through all fours and down onto your stomach. Bring the left heel into the bum and grab hold of it with the left hand. Breathe out and lift the chest away from the floor and pull on the foot. As you pull gently on the foot, press the hips hard into the mat. Don't focus on lifting the knee, focus on pressing the hips down. If you feel the hips are pressed against the mat, then try and lift the knee a little more. Nice stretch through the front of the thigh and into the hip flexor. Gently release the leg, change over, bringing the right heel into the bum, reach back with the right hand. Breathe out once again, lift the chest away from the floor, try and lift the knee and drive the hip into the floor. Focus on the push of the hip as much as the pull on the foot. This is a great stretch for getting those over tight quads pulled out. Gently release the foot. Bring yourself up onto all fours. Tuck the toes. Hands underneath the shoulders, spread them wide. And then go up into downward facing dog. Drive the left heel down and bend the right knee, stretching the calf muscles and up through the Achilles tendon of the left leg. Swap sides, straightening through the right leg and bend the knee of the left. Once again, push through the long leg heel. Keep driving the chest through and increase the stretch on the back of that right leg. Release it, come through plank and down onto all fours. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and push the shoulders forward slightly, just to pinch on the wrist to start with to stretch the forearms. Then turn the fingertips out to the edge of the mat. Push the shoulders over to the left and start to stretch the inside of the arm. And then take the weight over to the right, stretching the inside of the arm on the right. Then bring it back into the centre and rotate the fingertips to face the knees. Then breathe out and gently drop the weight back towards the heels, stretching up through the front of the arms. It's a good stretch as well for some of the nerves in the forearm that run down towards the thumb and the first two fingers. Rotate the hands back around to the front. Turn the hands palm upwards and drop the bum back into child's pose. Press the elbows down into the mat and then bring the hands into prayer. Bring the elbows forward of the head and push the hands to the back of the neck. Drive the chest into the mat. If you can, try and walk the elbows forward a little more and then bring the hips back onto the heels, stretching up through the back of the arms, into the shoulders and to the side of the back. Gently release, come up onto all fours, then take the right hand through the gap of the left hand, left knee, and walk the left arm as far forward as it will go. Rotate in the spine, lovely stretch called thread the needle. Then bind the arm around the back, so the left arm goes over the kidney line. Rotate the head to look up to the ceiling and breathe out from the stomach. Try and keep the palm of the right hand facing up all the time. Gently bring the body up onto all fours and then slide the left hand through the gap of the right hand, right knee, rotating the spine, this time thread the needle to the right. Walk the right hand forward as far as you can, and then if you want it again, bind the arm around the back, bringing the right arm over the kidney line, rotating the head to look up to the ceiling. Nice spinal twist and nice stretch into the back. Bring the body up into sitting back onto the heels. Push the crown of the head up and just let the body settle. And I hope you enjoyed Daily Stretch 3.